It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming up next.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here in the Steel City, I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined by my partner, Charles Davis. And Charles, it doesn't matter what year it is, who the players are that are wearing the black and gold. It is never an easy assignment to come in and win here in Pittsburgh on this field.
And this team always takes on the identity of this city. They're going to be tough physically, but they're also going to be tough mentally. Just 3 head coaches in 54 years. They've established their program. They know who they are. Good luck coming in and trying to take one from the Steelers.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bengals, it's a team that's been to the Super Bowl 3 times in their history, has never won it, but there's just a sense that this could be the year, and you don't disagree.
I certainly do not, because go back 2 seasons ago, many thought it was a fluke that they got to the Super Bowl. Well, they came back the next year, and they got to the AFC Championship game, and were extremely disappointed they didn't get back to the Super Bowl. The pieces are in place. The confidence is high.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pickett sets up play action. He gets it complete to Harris. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Pickett. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they're brought out by the former Washington Husky, undrafted back in 2019, Jake Browning.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
Here's Browning. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. To throw, Browning. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Take it at the 37. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Pickett. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 7. Now Browning. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a defensive stalemate. No scoring in that first half whatsoever, but a breakthrough can't be too far off. And for the start of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off the play fake. Browning looking deep here for Chase. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Pickett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Looking to throw here. Pickett. That's to Freiermuth. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, that answers the question in my head. They're going to go for the win right now.
I think you're absolutely right. They're not content with going to OT. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. That's caught by inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there. Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he? After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
No, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off and